The Canadian government has increased its warning to travelers visiting the United Kingdom, saying Canadians should exercise a high degree of caution due to the threat of terrorism and violent protests. Emily Taylor joining us live in studio with the details on this. Emily.
Matt, the change was made yesterday to include a warning for travelers about the recent riots and violent clashes between protesters and police. A major demonstration is planned for outside of a London immigration centre tonight, and thousands of people have already turned up across the country for a counter-protest. That's a view of the counter-protest happening right now. The violence began last Tuesday after a knife attack killed 3 girls between the ages of 6 and 9 in Southport. That's near Liverpool. 8 other children and 2 adults were also injured. Police arrested the 17-year-old suspect, but false rumors quickly spread online, alleging the attacker was a Muslim asylum seeker. Since then, places of worship and immigration centers have been the target of violent attacks across the UK and Ireland. Today, shop owners in London boarded their windows ahead of planned demonstrations at a London immigration center. Police believe it is being organized by the far-right group, the English Defence League.
Protecting communities is at the core of policing. That's why, as police chiefs, we've been meeting regularly over the last few days, and we've decided to marshal thousands of police officers across the country. We've changed our tactics in the last couple of days. So besides marshalling more officers, we're brigading some of them at key strategic locations across the country to give us more agility to respond to wherever the protests are most intense, so that we can respond with agility and show overwhelming force so that the criminals and thugs on the streets don't succeed. So we'll throw the full force of the law at offenders, whether that's charging people with assaults, violent disorder, riot, and if terrorism offences are appropriate, I know the Director of Public Prosecutions has said he's prepared to consider that.
The new guidance from the Government of Canada warns travelers about the possibility of terrorist attacks across Europe and says further attacks in the UK are likely. They say targets could include government buildings, schools, places of worship, transportation hubs, tourist attractions, and more. On a scale out of 5, the Government of the United Kingdom rates the national threat at a 3 and puts Northern Ireland at a 4. Matt?